Hi, I am Jayesh Nana, the CEO of TrustFactory. Welcome to Zoholics 2023. I'd like to speak to you today about advanced electronic signatures in the context of the South African legal framework. So TrustFactory is a South African trust service provider. It is an wholly owned subsidiary of iSolve, and iSolve has been in cybersecurity since 2004. The TrustFactory PKI solution is wholly owned and developed by iSolve and operated by TrustFactory as a trust service provider. So what exactly is a trust service provider? Well, trust service providers offer a combination of both digital identities together with electronic signature service. If you look at the history of TrustFactory, it starts way back right in 2002 when the ECTA Act was signed into law using the TrustFactory PKI solution. In around 2013, the South African Post Office Trust Center was accredited also with the TrustFactory PKI solution. And in 2018, we established TrustFactory to start operating as a public certificate authority. In 2018, we also achieved various international accreditations, including WebTrust. We got embedded into a few root stores, and we also got approval with Adobe for the Adobe Approved Trust List, the AATL. This means that electronic signatures generated into PDFs using our solution are internationally recognized. In 2021, TrustFactory also achieved its own SAAA accreditation for AES. That means at that point in time, and even till now, 2/3 of all accredited parties have solutions based on TrustFactory PKI. In 22, we signed a partnership together with Zoho Sign to launch our cloud-based electronic signature service called CumuloKey. CumuloKey is essentially the electronic signature service component of the TrustFactory offering. So what makes TrustFactory very different is that we have a deep knowledge, expertise, and experience with PKI and electronic signatures. We are proudly South African with a global reach. Our solutions are seamlessly integrated with Zoho Sign, but most importantly, what we are offering is advanced electronic signatures in a manner that is intended by law. So for those that don't know what an advanced electronic signature is, or more generally how electronic signatures apply within the South African legal framework, there are pieces of legislation that govern the use of electronic signatures in South African law. Those are specified in the ECTA Act of 2002 and is also specified in more technical detail in the South African Accreditation Authority regulations, the SAAA regulations. In terms of what exactly an advanced electronic signature is, well, put very simply, it is a signature that is electronic, but is legally recognized under law as having equal weight to that of a handwritten signature. To achieve this, it needs to meet very stringent security requirements that are stipulated in the Act and regulations. You can think of this as the highest level of security electronic signature available on the market. Users are authenticated or identified first on a physical face-to-face identification. We then uniquely link the user and offer mechanisms to identify the user on each and every signature. These signatures are also importantly maintained under the sole control of the user. So you as a user can indicate when you make a signature, it creates an audit trail that provides non-repudiation. That means indisputable proof that you've made that signature. It is linked to the data when you're actually signing to identify tampering on the document itself. This is one of the features that make this type of signature even better than that of a handwritten signature. So if you were to compare what's available on the market and what is being offered by other providers and how that stacks up to advanced electronic signature, this table gives you an overview of what's out there and how these different solutions stack up. For an embedded image of a signature, that is by no means offering any level of security. Those are easily forged and don't offer any level of protection to you whatsoever. Platform seal signatures are one step above that provide you with the data integrity aspect That means ensuring that the documents cannot be tampered with, but fall short on various other aspects like the legal compliance and the user sole control. Class 3 signatures, often what referred to as AATL in our market, and of course also the Class 2 and Class 1 signatures, they don't offer as much security either, because they fall short in terms of being able to prove user sole control and having the legal compliance in the Act. There are various unaccredited TSPs in the market as well, offering advanced electronic signatures or signatures, electronic signatures. But by virtue of them being unaccredited, they're basically not offering you anything that is above a Class 3. Now, at best, it is equivalent to a Class 3, and they cannot prove to you oftentimes that the user's keys and certificates are actually under the user's control. The TrustFactory AES offers you basically the highest level of security. You have everything from legal compliance and meeting all of the requirements of the AES in terms of the Act, together with the data integrity. So AES can only be issued by an SAAA accredited party. There are non-SAAA statements of compliance that are out there in the market, but these do not constitute legal compliance because it's very clear in the ECTA Act the requirement for SAAA accreditation for a party to be able to issue an AES signature. So when is AES actually needed? Well, from an extract from the ECTA Act, there are a variety of different use cases specified there where it is mandatory for an advanced electronic signature to be used. These range from notarizations to suretyships to licensing agreements, things related to credit agreements, etc. But I'd like to draw your attention to the sixth point on this bullet list. Any document where a signature is required by law and the law does not specify the type of signature required. This is essentially a catch-all requirement that is saying that basically wherever there is no real stipulation on electronic signature, then the advanced electronic signature will apply. So AES covers the widest range of use cases. It takes away the legal guesswork for you to decide whether something actually requires AES or not. Why is this AES security important? Well, not using an AES is like allowing other people to use your government-issued ID document. You'll be opening yourself up to identity theft and fraud. It's like allowing others to share your keys for your house or your office or your safe. It opens you to the risk of cybercrime. And also, if it's not an AES signature, it most likely won't offer you any level of insurance or legal protections in the case that something goes wrong. This will open you up to financial, reputational, and other types of risks. So AES is readily available. It's a cost-effective and conveniently offered solution through platforms like Zoho Sign. So TrustFactory, as a trust provider for AES, has to prove to the public generally and to the cybersecurity community at large that we are operating in a transparent manner, that we offer a high degree of trust, we're held accountable, and our solutions are interoperable with the rest of the solutions out there in the market. To achieve this, a very important thing, we offer everything regarding our certificates and keys under user control. This is a very important aspect of the ECTA Act and what differentiates AES from many other types of electronic signatures. Each and every signature that you make needs to be under your control. So we offer a self-service portal, the URL provided above, where you can actually manage your certificates and keys. This is together with our electronic signature service, CumuloKey, which operates with time-based OTPs. So each and every signature that you apply requires an authentication code that you can use from your mobile, similar to the types of security controls that many of the financial institutions are currently offering. And of course, there's full audit trail to ensure that all your signatures integrity is offered with non-repudiation. We undergo annual independent audits, both internationally and locally, to maintain our web trust and our PKI for financial services accreditations, as well as our local SAAA ECTA Act accreditation. We have responsibilities as a public CA and as a TSP to report on our operations publicly. We do this through our public CA repository, which is open to anybody. We have the Web Trust seal that is offered through our website for people to peruse our annual audited statements of compliance. We have reporting responsibilities, for example, to Adobe and other vendors regarding security and security incidents. We have to maintain these levels of security to be consistently represented in the Common CA database, which is a worldwide database operated by Mozilla, Microsoft, and Google. And of course, we have responsibility towards the SAAA. We have to annually report to them with regards to our audits. The service that we offer also comes with cyber insurance. We provide some degree of insurance on the signatures that are made with TrustFactory AES. This is both financial and from a security point of view. On the right-hand side, you see our certificate of accreditation. This was issued to us in 2021. And below that, you see a variety of different accreditations that we've achieved: the SAAA, the ISO, the Web Trust, Adobe Trust List, etc. So what we're offering is basically AES done correctly and offering you the maximum level of security as far as electronic signatures are concerned in the South African context. Thank you very much. We hope to see you again soon. If you'd like to reach out to us, please contact us through our contact page on our website or drop us an email at info@trustfactory.net. Enjoy the rest of your conference. Thank you. Bye-bye.